You see all the way over there? That is Thailand. We're already in Laos. My plan was yesterday actually to make a whole movie about the trip. But it started out with, I asked a tuk-tuk driver to take me to a 7-Eleven right next to the border to have a coffee. I would start the film there and then talk a little bit about what was going on and what the process will be. The guy was so kind that he drove me all the way up to the border, in through all kinds of fences. And sometimes you shouldn't work against the universe. So I was thinking, okay, I'm all the way here. It doesn't make sense for me to walk all the way out again. I'm not even sure if you can do that. But I ended up deciding crossing the border, and then I wanted to start. But I never really got started. I filmed a little bit though. And with a camera at my size at the border, you don't want to film. They will go completely mental if you do it. However, it was super easy to cross into Laos. Way easier than I thought it would be. Way easier. And then my phone wasn't working here in Laos. Right when I came out across the border, there was like a table with a lot of people selling phone cards, and you always know that they will always be more expensive. So I just went there, and for a split second I was like, oh, maybe I should just buy one. Then I have the internet. There's 20 kilometers into the city. They wanted to sell me a different card, and I wanted the Unitel one. And at some point I said to them, okay, I'm gonna figure this out later. And then I left. Then to the left, 100 meters from where all of these people were sitting, there was a store that said Unitel. I was like, maybe it's an ad, maybe they sell stuff. I went there, asked the guy, do you sell them? Yeah. Half the price of what these people wanted to sell me the card for. So if you enter into Laos, bridge number 1, just go out, look to the right. There's a store there, super friendly guy. He even put the card into my phone. Then there was a whole lot of tuk-tuk drivers approaching me, and I always avoid these people being so aggressive. And they would follow me, and now where you going, where you going? And the prices they were offering was super huge. There was one guy that started at 500, and he was like, how much do you want to pay? And then I said to him, on the Thai side, I paid 60. It was also a way shorter drive. He just left when I said that. Grab is not working here, Bolt is not working here, but they have their own app here. Ordered a car with such an amazing guy, really friendly. He didn't speak that much English, and we took off on the way into Vientiane. And I think we drove for about 3-4 minutes, and then all of a sudden I realized we're driving in the right side of the road. And I told him, oh, we're driving in the right side of the road. And the funny thing was also that I wasn't paying attention that he was sitting in the left side of the car. He dropped me off at a Western Union place so I can get some local money. And I don't know why, but everything I've seen about travelers, how to get money, should you go to an ATM, should you go into a bank, nobody mentioned Western Union. Which it doesn't make sense for me. I use the European side, and it's so easy. Don't get your card exposed other than to Western Union. There's no worry about any kind of scam at the ATM, weird fees. It's so easy. You just go in there, fill out a form, and they will hand you the money. Super easy. And then I walked to my Airbnb, really nice little place. On the way, I stumbled by this little coffee place. It was just an outside one with amazing coffee. Of course, added to my coffee map with some building, which I'm super excited about, that I got that idea to build a coffee map around the world. It's just 20 minutes over noon, and as you can see with my sweat, the temperature is back up. I think it's gonna be 30 degrees every day for the next week at least, which is amazing. I walked all the way down to the Riverside, and then I found this, which seems to be an abandoned water slide thing. There's also like cars, what are they, bumpy cars? What are they called? In Danish they're called radio cars. Anyways, there is like a full-on theme park over there where I was eating last night. What I think we're gonna do today, start here and then just walk towards the city. There's supposed to be like a main road of the center of the city here. And there are probably something nice we can find on the way. The people here have been so friendly. There is like a tiny cloud just covering up the sun. I'm just gonna wait until it's gone. So if the rest of the Lao people are like the ones I met today, this is gonna be an amazing month in this country. I'm still trying to figure out the route. I think we're gonna go a little bit north and then start going south. But we have a few days here in Vientiane, which I'm super excited about. Let's start by checking out this abandoned place. It's a little bit weird, all of this, I would say. There are some people that looks like they're working here. I have two guesses. Either this is like a tiny theme park, or this is like where they are renovating and testing for the bigger one that's over there, which I guess is the case. Okay, let's start the walk towards the city. And already now you can see that this rail is not aligned with the statue. Anyways, this is King Anouvong. I don't know why I said it with a French accent, but we will come into something about the French later on. He was the last monarchy in Vientiane back in the start 1800s. Let's go and take a look at it. First thing I noticed, there's a lot of horses and small elephants all over here. It's an insane amount. My guess is that this will be somebody coming here and then putting these ones. I just wonder why it's a horse, but it's such a funny thing with all of this all the way around here. I wonder if this has an actual meaning to it, or it's more like a gimmick. It could probably just be some kind of prayer to the king. It really looks amazing with all of these small horses and elephants. Let's continue up here. I see a fountain. There's no water in it though. It doesn't look to be in function at all. And I think also fountains like this, that's something from the past. Like in Barcelona, all the fountains was out of water because of the lack of water in the region. It looks beautiful though. First I was thinking, what is this? It looked like some kind of recycling area. And then when I got a little bit closer, I was like, oh, this is all the street food stands. This is like street food stands, probably for the market over there, or stands in general. It looks so much like a recycling place. It must be for this night market over here. I was actually there yesterday, expecting there to be food, but it was all like clothing and all that. And it looks like the tents from there. Kind of early to start setting it up. Almost feel like just leaving it there and then get some person to sleep there. What made me think it was a recycling place is all of the trash there is over there. Whole crew just transporting these ones back and forth on these old worn out, super amazing mopeds. I thought it was each owner, but it seems like it's the same guys, all of them. This is so cool. They're just sitting on that little pole and then just riding it. It's not attached to anything and they're going super fast. They are professionals, that's for sure. And also how fast they go back here. I still think it would be easier to leave it over there overnight. Probably they can't do that for legal reasons or something like that. So it's just this little pole they put up on the seat and sit on top of that, and then they go. There's nothing attached, no security, no nothing. Look at how many there are. They have to drive all of them all the way back there on these small mopeds. For me, this is way more fascinating than a fountain or a statue. This is so cool, so cool. This is the presidential palace. There's nothing to see on this backside of it, but I'm pretty sure if it was the same building I was walking past yesterday, the front side is super beautiful. Let's see when we get there. I think we have to walk around it though. Apparently they're renovating the palace, and it's not the building I saw yesterday. I don't know what that other building was. It was like huge and goldy and shiny. We'll come back some other day where this is renovated. Maybe we can visit it even. Two interesting signs. Smoke-free citizens. That's not the old city because I've seen people selling cigarettes, so it's probably the museum, but it's just all the flags here from the region. The other thing is, there's apparently some kind of museum here. Let's go check it out. It says tickets inside. I was actually just about to put on my long pants, but I've seen women and men with shorts and skirts. So I think it's gonna be okay to not wear them. Looks like there's some kind of graveyard here also. I've been trying to find a place to buy tickets, but I can't really find any. But all around here, in this little backyard thingy here, all the way around is like small statues. And look back here, all of them have 2 statues in them, in all of these holes. And here's one made out of wood and looks super old. Take a look at the roof here also, it's so beautiful. Like, even though in Thailand we saw a lot of roofs that was super colorful, extremely beautiful, but here this old rustic, it's just so amazing. It's actually super amazing that this has not been renovated, that it really have this old rustic touch to it, everything. There must be thousands of these ones, it's all the way around. All the way around. It's quite impressive actually. Just thinking about what this one is. But there's a sign here. It says this is like a long wooden throne carrier. That's actually what it says on the sign. It doesn't say how old it is though. It says something about it's a New Year's thing. This ad is kind of weird in a museum like this though. I think we're gonna continue up the road now. It's really amazing with all of these small statues. They're very fascinating. I haven't managed to find any place to pay, buy a ticket, so maybe that was something from the old days. Not even a donation bin anywhere. Oh Liz, ¿qué tal? You're so tiny, where's your mom? I found myself in some kind of very local market here. I think I'm the only foreigner around. They're selling everything from cheap plastic toy to stoves in here. I was trying to see if I could find some food anywhere. It doesn't really seem to be any food in here though. There is no sign or anything. I just saw a door that was open where I could see there was some stuff on the inside. Then look at this. The cable work in Laos is kind of the same as in Thailand. Let's see what this lovely young lady made for us. It's some Japanese food. They're steaming hot. I've actually been sitting with them for like 5 minutes or so. So full warm. They're super good. I think there are some kind of surimi. Is it that what is it called? The crab imitation inside them. It's really nice. And she freshly made them for me, so they're super fresh. That was actually a super nice little meal. It's not a full dinner, but close to. And a lovely, very talkable young lady. She was very nice. Take a look at all these scooters. Like, I don't know, 500 or something like that. Let's continue up the walk. I'm gonna go to the main road again because there is some kind of story I want to tell you there. So far, I met so many nice people. I had one guy, I don't know if he was yelling at me or as the guy that was behind him on the scooter. I'm pretty sure it's the guy behind him on the scooter because I wasn't that close to him though. But that was kind of weird. Anyways, super friendly people. Even the tuk-tuk drivers here, they will say, oh, tuk-tuk, and I will be, no thank you. Also from the distance, just no thank you. And they will always be like, oh, thank you. That's amazing. That would never happen in Thailand. You've maybe been noticing, and I definitely did yesterday on my walk to the place I'm staying. It looks like southern part of Europe, the city, which makes sense because this used to be like occupied. I know it's not called occupied in real life, but let's just face it, by France. So this looks like southern part of Europe, which is very interesting in some kind of way. Some part of the city is completely like Europe, and then there will be a temple or something that will give it away. But in general, this looks like Europe. I would also say, I know I'm in the center of the city, nearby the palace and all that, but the roads and everything, they're very, very well maintained. So really in general, this first day really made me excited about Laos and this city in general. What you see back here is some kind of war monument. Let's take a closer look. It's gonna be all the tourists there though. I don't really know if there's an official way to get to the other side because I haven't really seen any. I think we're just gonna try to jump it, even though it's super busy road here. There you go. But this building is massive. I guess it will be around 25 meters high, maybe even more. It's super beautiful with the ceiling here, all the gold, and then the teal painting. I was just standing right up against this, thought nothing would happen, and all of a sudden music starts playing, and then this starts happening. I should probably not be that close with the camera though. Kind of funny they move these ones without any water. Not quite sure it's supposed to be like that. Right here, that's the Prime Minister's office. Huge building also. The World Peace Gong Gong. I see Greenland there. Where's Denmark? Norway, Greece, Germany. Denmark wants world peace also. Where is it? I see it down there. It's one of the ones that are worn out. Sadly. Let's pray for world peace. It's never gonna happen though, but it would be amazing. There is definitely reasons why you always should pay attention when you're walking. Look at this hole. It's right down to the sewer system. It's the middle of the sidewalk. So sad. I was planning on getting a coffee from that place I was yesterday, but they're apparently just closed. No, not a great coffee spot. I had coffee this morning. Let's go there instead. It used to be a French colony. Is that what you call it? The French are still here. This is the embassy. It's a huge embassy. I have also heard a lot of French people around. It seems like there's a lot of French tourists, and some of the people actually look like they're local also. So still a little bit of French culture here. If I remember correctly, 1957, they got independent here. Which is way, way, way too late. Better late than never. I'm very lucky. Right off the road where I'm living is a place that makes amazing coffee with amazing cups. Just at the end of this video, I have one little funny thing to share. It's probably mostly funny when you're Danish. However, yesterday when we were driving into the city, he was like, oh, this is Laos beer, this is the local beer, and there was Laos beer signs everywhere. I didn't really see anything else on the way in. And I was thinking, oh, maybe they only have Laos beer in this country. As soon as I was thinking that, there was a huge sign saying Carlsberg. And if you don't know what Carlsberg is, it's a Danish beer brand. And the more we got into the city, there was Carlsberg signs all over. And I've seen more Carlsberg signs in this city there are in Copenhagen. It's insane. So Carlsberg, if you want to sponsor my trip throughout Asia, call me. They probably won't though, but it would be nice. The Carlsberg sign is everywhere. I also seen some Tuborg sign. Carlsberg owns Tuborg, also a Danish beer. I can't walk down the street here without a sign that says Carlsberg. It's super funny to me. And the funny thing also was, I said to the driver, oh, this Carlsberg, that's from my country. And he was like, no, 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 this is from Thailand. I said, no, it's from my country. And then he said again, like, no, it's a Thai beer. And I was like, look, it says Carlsberg, Denmark. Denmark, that's my country. And then he was like, okay. I don't know if he believed me or not though. That's a little funny story to end the video on. At least for me, or probably all the Danes, it's funny. Everybody else doesn't care. I'll drink this coffee and then see you in the next one. And we will still be in Vientiane. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but we'll figure that out. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.